Hello, and welcome to the East Africa Business Podcast. I'm Sam Floy, and I'm here on the continent to learn about the emerging business scene. I'll be interviewing startups, investors, and organisations who are all playing their part in helping the region develop and grow. And in doing this podcast, I'll be sharing with you the things that I learn along the way. For our first episode, I'm in Rwanda, a small landlocked country just south of the equator, which, after the genocide of 1994, has become a beacon of entrepreneurial activity in the region. This is the first stop on my own journey exploring East Africa, and after touching down in the capital city, Kigali, I can say the place is clean, safe, and there's a real buzz of positivity about where the country is going. My inaugural interview is with a guy named Aphrodice, who gives a great overview about why the country is so keen on promoting startups and some of the steps that have been taken to realise their vision. But enough from me. I'll let Aphrodice take it away. So we're here in the kLab offices. Can you tell us a bit about what kLab is and why it was set up?
Thank you very much. kLab is an innovation space where we help young entrepreneurs, fresh graduates, students, and others to turn their ideas into viable businesses or viable products. We offer them free space, free mentorship, and free internet. And we opened in 2012. We have almost more than 1,000 members, and 58 companies since 2012 was born out of kLab.
Oh, cool. So it's like a co-working space that people come to during the day?
No, it's not an incubator. It's an open space. Yes, where everyone can come and work from there.
Oh, cool. And so how many people are here today, for example?
Like today, we don't know yet, but normally every day we receive between 50 and between 50, like the lowest, and the highest is 150 a day.
Cool. And so and why is it that they come here? Why do they not just go to a coffee shop or something?
Yeah, because here we have we are offering free space, free mentorship, and free internet. Not only that, but also networking to connect them with experts in IT, like the best developers, the best business people, and to team up with others who have achieved something before them.
Oh, awesome. So who is it that sort of set up kLab? Is it a private organization? Was it the government who set it up?
kLab is a public-private partnership, was set up by JICA, Rwanda Development Board, the government of Rwanda, and ICT Chamber.
So what's JICA?
JICA is a Japanese International Cooperation Agency, which is a development partner, and Rwanda Development Board, which is the government, Private Sector Federation through its ICT Chamber, which is an association or an umbrella of all ICT companies in the country.
Cool. And so why was it that these organizations wanted to get together and set up kLab?
Yeah, they wanted to contribute and to help. Rwanda is too young. 78% of Rwandans are under 35. 50% of Rwandans are under 20. So the country is too young. So they said, why not put together our efforts so that we can help these young people to become their best. So this is the reason why those people came together to set up kLab, so that they can provide that space, space can help these young people to blossom.
I see. So just to get that right, half the country are under the age of 20. That seems like crazy though. Is Rwanda special in that, or is that the same across the rest of the region?
No, the whole continent is too young. The whole continent is too young, and this is an opportunity for Africa, because this is manpower. These are people who are going to change this continent. These are people who are going to change our countries, our nations. So this is an opportunity, and it's across the whole continent.
I see. And so the idea is that you've got all these young people, and they're looking. The reason they've come here is to create startups. Is that to provide employment, or what is the main motivation?
The main motivation is, the first one, to make sure that our entrepreneurs, our people, they can create jobs, first of all. Second, they can help their families, because once you are ahead and you have income generation activity, you can even support your family, and it's a socio-economic impact. So, and once they open companies or they provide jobs, they are helping many people.
I see. And so I mean, if people aren't creating startups, what are the other job opportunities that they have?
No, they have they have many different job opportunities. Like, because many people, I forgot to mention that kLab focuses on IT software. So, and many of people come here are IT people. So some of them, they don't have like accounting background, legal knowledge, so they hire different people in other domains. Why not also developers to help to develop their own solutions, because there are many things to do. There are many things to develop, and sometimes you can't develop it alone when you're alone, so you are obliged to hire other software developers, legal people, accountant, and
I see.
others.
All right. So what are some examples of some of the businesses that have been set up out of kLab?
Yeah, we have, as I said, we have more than 58 companies that was born out of kLab in different areas, different fields. Like in transport, we have Air Clerk, which is developing like the payment system for the public transport, where you top up your card with mobile money and you swipe your card once you enter the bus. They are also contributing to the development of cashless economy. You know, you don't have to carry your money. You just carry your card, and once you enter the bus, you just swipe. And the second one is the biggest brewery company in Rwanda is called Bralirwa, and the software management, the software that their distributors are using, it was developed by someone from kLab. We have also different people who develop solutions in hotels, in health, in education, and other different initiatives.
See. And so what is the typical sort of format? Do people come here with an idea and then they look to meet other people and collaborate? Or do people sort of decide, right, I just want to set up any idea and I'm going to come to kLab and I'm going to see who's here and work together on an idea? So
we have different categories of people. I have to say, like, we have like 7 categories of people who come here at kLab. The first category are those people who just have ideas, but not who don't have any idea, but they are just curious about ICT. They are curious, or they want to set up their own business, but they don't have any idea. They come here to look for idea. The second category of people we have are those people who have idea, but just an idea. The third category is those people who have idea, but they have already also done market research. The fourth category are those who have done already market research and they're putting all together, like a project management. The fifth category is those people who already started developing the prototype, like they have alpha version. This is the sixth category are those people who have beta version. And the last one is that those people, sometimes you have people who come here with a working product ready for the market. And those are like 7 categories of people we do have in kLab. And yeah.
I'm interested, how did you define those 7 categories?
Yeah, I define them according to because to become a member you have to apply online and it's free. So what we do, we just read what you read, because you have to tell us what you want to do and what you want to achieve. So we cannot track how many people are at this stage and though these people are at this stage. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, and so do you find that how long do people stay at kLab in terms of the growth of their company?
Yeah, we didn't know exactly, because their solutions are different, and some of them they stay like for 3 months, others stay for 6 months. There are even those who are here more than 2 years. So we can't say like people stay here for this time, but once they have a working product that is generating income, they just graduate and go outside for looking for an office.
Oh, okay. So they use this at the beginning, and then they typically go out and rent some office space, then do that.
Yes.
Do they are they kind of left on their own, or are there other organizations that can help them with that stage of their journey?
There are other people who come, like because those are like growing startups, so we connect sometimes with investors by organizing like Face the Gorillas, where 5 entrepreneurs pitch for investment. And
so what was that called?
Face the Gorillas.
Face the Gorillas. Oh,
yes.
Yeah. What's that?
It's a TV show, live TV show, where 5 entrepreneurs pitch for investment every 3 months. Yeah, it's like Dragon's Den in UK or Shark Tank in the US. It's the same concept, and so we connect them with investors. Others can join like incubators like Inhomoko or 42 Kura Accelerator, so that they can grow their own businesses.
I see. So have you found that there are some people who have started off at kLab and then gone off to Inkomoko or 42 Kura, or have gone on to Face the Gorillas?
Yes, we have some who have gone like to Inhomoko and 42 Kura. Yeah, we have some of our entrepreneurs.
Which businesses are those?
Some of them are in fintech. Those who joined for Tukura, they are in fintech, and those who joined in Homoko are in agriculture IT related products.
And so, is this a similar setup to other countries in the region, that people start off at an open working space and then go off to other accelerators, or is this quite unique to Rwanda?
So kLab is somehow unique. The first uniqueness of kLab is its legal status. It's a public-private partnership. It means the government of Rwanda, in partnership with private sector, with development partners, they came together to help, to make sure they set up something like this, to make it sustainable. That one, this is make Rwanda unique. The kLab unique, and the good thing is that these incubators, accelerators are like they are growing in this country. We have now in Homoko, we have for Tukura, we have the co-working space like the office. Now they are growing, so we see how now it's a good thing, a good opportunity for our entrepreneurs. Once they have a working product, they know where to go.
And so are lots of people by the sounds of it, lots of people are starting up their own business. I mean, is it an easy thing to do? Is it a difficult thing to do?
Yeah, it's an easy thing to do, because the government of Rwanda is trying to set up policies, like strong policies, to facilitate entrepreneurial spirit. For example, to open a company in Rwanda, it takes only 6 hours, and it's free of charge, and you can do it online. The second thing is that this is the second example. To get a passport, you just apply, and when you are renewing your passport, in 1 day you get it in 24 hours, or for the first time 72 hours. To renew my driving license, I don't need to go to anywhere. I just take my phone and I dial like *909#, and I renew my driving license. And after 3 days, they sent me an SMS saying, come and pick your passport, and in 3 days only. You see, this is how the government of Rwanda is trying to put in place this strong policy, strong institution, to make sure that the things are easy for these young people, and even for foreigners, and even for anyone.
Yeah, I mean, setting up a company in 6 hours does sound pretty easy. Just to clarify, that is different to what it's like in, say, Uganda or Kenya or Tanzania.
Yes, it's different.
Yeah, I mean, as a rough idea, how long would it take to set up a company there?
I don't know, but between 15 and 1 month, 15 days and 30 days.
See. And so it seems that it's relatively easy to set up this company. I mean, what are the main challenges that entrepreneurs are facing?
The entrepreneurs are facing many challenges. The first one, it's I have to say that it's like wrong timing of their businesses. Sometimes they are like ahead of time. And when you start something like that people don't understand, it's not easier to get clients.
Do you have an example of a business like that?
Yeah, we have, like there are many, but I have to say that when you want to start something like a business, you have to make sure that your community can understand and your clients will understand. And I can't mention names, but we've seen different companies that have good ideas, but because of wrong timing, it's not working.
So I mean, is it that, I don't know, what are some of the reasons it doesn't? You don't need to go into specifics, but is it that, people aren't used to using a mobile interface, or what's the...
Yeah, that wrong timing is that the cultural barrier. We have cultural barriers and other things we don't have yet because we are a developing country. So we want to copy sometimes something from like a developed country to develop it. Like you just want to copy it from there to here, and you forget to customize. Once you forget, and there are many factors you have to consider. There are people, the understanding of people, the mindset of people, like many things. There are many factors to consider, and they don't work easily. But after 2 or 3 years, I remember even myself, I presented my first business in 2005, and they said, this business cannot work here. In 2009, someone opened the same business and it worked. So when I say wrong timing, it's when you present something when people are not ready for it.
I see. And so,
and the second challenge is people tend to work alone, not as a team. Not as a team.
And what's the problem with working alone?
We have an African saying that says, if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with others. When you work with others, you can know where to go. You have someone to push you when you are down, and you have someone to celebrate with you when you are up. And you can work as a team, and you have everything. A team is like always better than an individual. And the third challenge is the business model. Sometimes how you generate income. We want to copy, again, the business model of the developed countries to Rwanda, and it's not easy. It can't work like that. You have to customize. And the fourth challenge is access to capital. And the fifth one is skills. Skills. We need skilled people. And sometimes we have limited knowledge or limited skills to achieve something.
Right. Cool. So I'm interested in the cultural barriers that you spoke about. I mean, what are some of the ways that you've seen companies here have overcome the cultural barriers, or they've customized an existing product to make it fit for the Rwanda market?
Yeah, I can give only like 1 or 2 examples. The air clerk I talked about, swiping cards and top up. You don't need to carry cash. You show them how to carry cash. Is too risky. But if you have your cash, your transport card with you, it's easy. You just explain to people that carrying cash is too risky, but carrying a card is not too risky. And if someone steals it, you can find another. You can block it easily, and the software management. We have. There is another one who came up with the idea like Western Union called margins, but the difference is that Western Union is cash to cash, while his product is cash to product. You can buy, like if you are in Europe and you want to say someone from here asks for like school fees, so once you send money, the people who ask for money doesn't get money. The money goes directly to pay the school fees.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about companies that are growing. I mean, how do you think kLab is going to be progressing in the next, let's say, 6 months to 3 years?
Yeah, so I can't say like in 3 or 5 or 1 year will be like this, but we have a goal. In Rwanda, we have something called imihigo. Imihigo is contract performance. And ourselves, we've set 10-year goal of having 100 startups born out of kLab, and each one values $50 million in 2025. This is our goal, how we want kLab to look in 10 years to come.
And how do you think you're going to do that?
Yeah, the reason why we are providing mentorship, we are connecting our entrepreneurs with investors, and we are encouraging the team spirit so that people can work together to reach so far like that, and to come up with innovative solutions that can save lives of Rwandans, not only Rwandans of the region, East Africa, not only the region, but also the whole continent. Why not the whole world?
I mean, that is a very good way to end it. Cool. So, Aphrodice, thank you so much for this chat. Is there any way that people can sort of check up on the progress of yourself or kLab or any sort of social media accounts?
Yeah. Our social media is our Twitter handle is at kLabRW, KLABRW. Mine is at Mutangana, AMUTANGANA, and they can follow us and know more about kLab.
Awesome. And I'll tell you what, I'll add those to the show notes as well, so everyone can have some links of all the companies that we've mentioned here today.
Yes, they have also Twitter, even they're on our website, www.klab.rw. They can find the names, and on our website they're available.
Awesome. Cool. Aphrodice, thanks so much.
You are welcome.
Before we head, just a quick moment to say thank you for listening. Starting a podcast is tough, and so I appreciate you making it through to the end. One thing that would be fantastic is, if you're enjoying it, to leave a review on iTunes. Apparently good stuff happens when you do. Head to samfloy.com/review and you can see the link. It should only take a minute or so. Otherwise, have a great week and speak to you soon.